What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 57, and we're starting today's episode off by seeing that Liverpool accepted a bid for Nathaniel Klein. We put in a bid of £11 million plus Nyom for the Liverpool right back, and as you can see, Jurgen Klopp says, okay, we'll accept that deal, and we offer Klein a contract, and we'll wait and see what he says. Obviously, you may think that's quite a bad deal. Klein valued at £12.5 million, I think it was, and obviously we're swapping out Nyom, who's a perfectly capable right back at 78 overall, but he's 29 years old, and obviously Klein is 26 years old. He's 3 ratings lower than Klein, and Klein was one of my original transfer targets for this season. So for me, I'm okay paying that deal. Yes, it may be considered a bit of an overspend, but for me, I'm fine with that, and we'll have to wait and see what Klein says. And also look at the squad report as well. You can see how the players are currently getting on as we started the season off now too. And also a question for you guys as well. What number should Ruben Loftus-Cheek be wearing this season? Because I've given him the number 8 for the new season. I thought, he's a permanent player now, not a loanee. He deserves a first team squad number, as he will be a first team player. I've given him the number 8 jersey, but if you guys want me to change it back to 36, then let me know in the comment section down below. For the time being, I'll keep him as number 8, and we'll see how it looks in game as the episodes go by. So this is how the squad is probably going to set up for the new season as we go into our first Premier League game. It's pretty decent. There's still a ton of Canadian players here and a lot of left backs, as you can see. Now, of course, the plan for all of those players is to sell them or loan them out, but I'm really struggling this year to sell and loan out really low overall rated players. I'm not sure whether you guys have the same problem as me, but if a player's under like 65 overall, it seems like no clubs really want to take him. Regardless, we take on Manchester City for the first game of today's episode here in the Premier League opening day here at Vicarage Road. So really looking forward to this game. Of course, we pipped Manchester City to a Champions League place for this season. Last season in the league, after beating Spurs on the final day, City dropped to 5th and missed out on a place in the Champions League this season. So they'll be looking for revenge. But the first chance of the game would fall to us in the 14th minute. A former City striker almost giving us the lead. Balotelli weaving and getting himself inside, but the shot was straight at Caballero. And in the 18th minute, a great ball by Loftus-Cheek releases Marco Ryan Talla down the left-hand side. Once again, another great chance, but again, the finish is really poor. So we started very brightly, but Caballero had to make 2 pretty simple saves, and it was still goals. But in the 23rd minute, Loftus-Cheek picks up the ball here, goes for goal, and how about this from Ruben Loftus-Cheek? It's his first game as a permanent Watford player in the Premier League, and he opens the scoring 23 minutes in, and what a goal it was as well. City give the ball away with Clichy, we win it back, it comes to Loftus-Cheek, who skips around Fabian Delph, goes for goal, and it's a contender for goal of the season in the first game of the season. What a strike by Ruben into the back of the net from just outside the area. This is why it was integral we got this guy back to Vicarage Road this season. He is so class, he's always popping up in and around the edge of the area. That's a great strike as well, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek opens the scoring, and the number 8 makes it 1-0 to Watford. So you guys can choose him to be 8 or 36 this year. I like the 8 personally, but either way, he does open the scoring. A fantastic strike, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek makes it Watford 1, Manchester City 0. But in the 32nd minute, Manchester City will get themselves back on level terms, and this goal was very nice as well. It may have been a header, but look at this cross from Kevin De Bruyne down the right-hand side. The former Wolfsburg and Chelsea man, look at that for a cross with the outside of the right boot, swings it in, picks out Thomas Muller in the centre, and the former Bayern man heads it past Jack Butland. It clips the inside of the bar, underside of the bar I should say, and crosses the line. So what a header, and what a cross, and what a goal, and City are back on level terms. So 1-1 here, and both goals were very nice in the first half. Fabian Delph went pretty close there in the 36th minute, and then the 37th minute, Riedewald goes down the left-hand side here. Navas has the pace, but Riedewald has the strength to hold off Navas, but as Navas wins it back here, he gives it away, and again, Riedewald just pushes him off the ball, goes through the shoot, and Riedewald hits the post, and City get the ball away with Delph. So still 1-1 in this game, but what an action-packed first half it was. Very good first half worth of action. I felt we were the better side and should have been in front really, but it was still 1-1. But in the second half here, Loftus-Cheek finds Dominic Iorfa 8 minutes after the restart, and our right back goes for goal, but puts the shot just wide of the post or behind for a goal kick. So still level as things stood. But another chance for us fell here in the 61st minute as Nyom wins us the ball back here and sprints down the left-hand side. He could be playing his final game. He may be on his way to Liverpool, but he shows what he can still do. Fantastic show of pace here down the left-hand side, rolls it off to Balotelli, and if it wasn't for a great save by Caballero, Mario Balotelli would have scored there to put put us back in front, and eventually the cross was cleared away for a corner by Gael Clichy. So still 1-1 in this game, but later on we weren't settling for the point, we were going for the win, we were looking really strong, and how about this in the 74th minute? Mario Balotelli goes through 1-on-1 with Willy Caballero, and unfortunately for us, the 100 grand a week striker can only put the shot straight at the Argentine keeper. So still 1-1 in this game, a fantastic chance for Balotelli, but he couldn't get the finishing touch right, and it's still 1-1. Again, another great chance here in the 75th minute, but once again, Caballero makes a great save to deny Bertrand Traore. The Argentine goalkeeper may have been beaten in this game already by Loftus-Cheek, but was still having an absolute stormer in the City goal and making sure his side was still on level terms. And 13 minutes before the end here, Loftus-Cheek goes for goal from just outside the area, well, way outside the area really, but the shot goes wide, the post and behind for a goal kick. So still 1-1 in this game, and once again, another chance for us here in the 80th minute. Loftus-Cheek skips around Pablo Zabaleta, gets past the Argentine right back and goes for goal, but again, he's denied by Caballero. So we were piling on the pressure late on in this game. We were going for the winning goal, but Willy Caballero was having an absolute stormer, and we just couldn't find the goal to win us the game. But the final chance of the game would fall in the 85th minute as Domenico Orfa launches a through ball forward towards Mario Balotelli. It's not the best of first touches. Zabaleta recovers, but then gives it away. Balotelli runs through 1-on-1 with Willy Caballero, and it's redemption for Mario Balotelli, because with 3.5 minutes to go, Super Mario scores the goal that will win us the game against one of his former clubs. He outmuscles Zabaleta, wins the ball back off him. It's a fair challenge. He runs through 1-on-1, and he messed up a 1-on-1 chance early on in the game. You saw in this moment too, John Joe Shelby was right next to him. He could have sweated the ball across the face of the goal for the cutback goal, but not Mario Balotelli. He's not going to do that. He wants the goal himself, and this time he keeps his composure, he keeps his cool, and Super Mario Balotelli ensures that we get the first 3 points of the season in the first game. So very, very pleased with that. Balotelli wins us the game late on. You couldn't make it up. Of course it had to be Balotelli to score us the winner, and to be honest, if we didn't win that game, I would have been furious. We had so many opportunities, we had so many chances. Willy Caballero played out of his skin, and thankfully for us, we do indeed get the 3 points and win the game. Thankful to Mario Balotelli's late winner. So really pleased with that. As you can see with the stats as well, we dominated for the entire game. We were so much better than City. Other than the goal they scored, they had one other chance I can remember, which was Fabian Delshot going wide of the post. But other than that, they didn't really do too much in the game. We were piling on the pressure from the first minute to the 90th. We looked so much better in the entire game. We deserved a win, and I'm so glad we got it as well. And Mario Balotelli scoring the winner. I just thought it was funny, you know, he was running 1-on-1 with Caballero. John Joe Shelby is right next to it. It would have been so easy to press the X button or the triangle button. Simple sweat across the face of goal, and it's 2-1. But I thought, no way, man, that's not going to be Balotelli's style. He wants the goals, of course, and he does make it 2-1. So he's delighted to win the season opener against Manchester City. And coming into the second and final game of today's episode here, you saw Callum McKendry go on loan to Fratton Park at Portsmouth or on loan to Portsmouth, Fratton Park, I should say, for a year as well. One of our Canadian central midfielders. Coming to this game here against Barcelona for the second and final game of today's episode here, we take on the Catalan side as we take them on in the Copa Europe. Now, this is, of course, the Champions League winners versus the Europa League winners of last season. So we, of course, won the Europa League. Barcelona, unsurprisingly, won the Champions League. So we take them on here in a one-game special at the start of the new season. But sadly, we got to the worst possible start in this game, just 2 minutes in. This was really, really frustrating. We won the ball back with Loftus-Cheek, as he always does. Gives it back to Butland. Butland plays a simple pass towards the left-back, Brendan Galloway, and I tried to release the ball, but for some reason, he didn't want to get rid of the ball quickly enough. Arda Turan steals in, says, I'll take that, thank you very much. Crosses the ball into the centre, picks out his Uruguayan teammate Luis Suarez, and the former Liverpool man chests it down and volleys it into the bottom corner. Fantastic goal by Suarez, don't get me wrong, really nice chest and volley there. But either way, I was so frustrated why Galloway didn't release the ball on time, and unfortunately for us, Barcelona do take the lead, but I'll take the blame for it, and it's 1-0 to Barcelona. In the 21st minute, we had our first chance of the game there. Mario Balotelli, the hero against Manchester City, had a great chance to level the score, but Jerome Boateng made a fantastic defensive block and got it behind for a corner. And from that corner, it was crossed in. Joe Davis won the header, but it was straight at Claudio Bravo, and it's still 1-0. But from the kick out, we win it back. Davis plays it through to Balotelli, who goes through the shoot, but can't keep the shot down, and it goes over the bar and behind for a goal kick. So still 1-0 to Barcelona. We have made a pretty bright start to the first half, though, despite trailing by a goal to nil. A couple of great chances there, but another great chance for Barcelona in the 26th minute, though. Neymar comes forward here, and the Brazilian goes down left-hand side, takes it round Lyon way too easily and goes for goal. But Jack Butler makes a great save to deny him at his near post and keep it at 1-0. In the 45th minute, though, another great chance for us. Schneiderlin wins the ball back here and finds Troy Deeney. Deeney skips around Jordi Alba and goes through 1-on-1. It's a great save by Bravo, though, and eventually Schneiderlin's shot is blocked by Jordi Alba and cleared by Barcelona. But at half-time, there were some positives. I thought we were playing quite well. Of course, we were getting dominated for possession, but I definitely felt in the second half we could do something and get ourselves back in the game. But but that never happened. It was a really, really poor second half, in all honesty. The game finished 1-0 to Barcelona, and genuinely nothing happened in the second half. Barcelona had one attempt, I can remember. We couldn't carve out any chances. Barcelona retained possession so well, slowed the tempo down, killed the game off, and that's why they were crowned Copa Europe champions. So really frustrated about that. I thought in the second half, after a pretty positive first half, despite being dominating possession, we had quite a few chances. We get something in the second half, but nope, nothing to record really. We lose the game by a goal to nil. A bit of a limp end to the game, but either way, we do lose, and sadly for us, we may pick up the Community Shield. We may win on a Premier League opening day, but there is no Copa Europe to add to our fantastic start to the season. That does end the episode, guys, so thank you very much for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed today's episode of Career Mode, then please do leave a like, so it's much appreciated. It really does help my channel out, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon. Come on, Balassi, on the turn, son, on the turn. Yannick Balassi, oh god, I just love this guy. You know, there are just some players you feel so at ease with when you're controlling them. That's what Yannick Balassi does for me, man. He is just so good. He is so OP. He is so unstoppable. Yannick Balassi is just an absolute machine. I just love this guy.